Hi friends, it's Deanna here today, and today we're going to be sewing up a simple, easy, quick, and cute knit dress pattern. Today we're going to be sewing up the Galena by Styla Patterns. Here's a picture of it. It is really cute. I've sewed this pattern before. I'm super excited about it, so let's get started. Today, I'm actually going to be using this beautiful fabric I got a little while ago. It doesn't have vertical stretch, it only has horizontal stretch. So I'm really hoping that this is gonna fit. I did do a little bit, when I measured, I fit into two sizes. So I went with the larger size just to kind of give me a little wiggle room. But this pattern is designed for a four-way stretch knit fabric. So for the best fit, you want something that it's gonna stretch both ways. Like I said, I just sized up to make sure. I think it's gonna be just fine because it does have pretty good stretch. All right, so we're gonna get started. This is a very simple dress and I'm going to be making the simplest version. I'm making just a regular bodice. This dress does offer a full placket option, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the regular bodice with short sleeves and the skirt, super simple. We're gonna start by putting together our bodice. We're gonna grab our back panel and we're gonna place it right on our mat and put our front panel right sides together. And we're going to sew up your shoulders right sides together and your side seams. All right, now you can go ahead and sew that up. You're gonna use a stretch stitch on your sewing machine or a serger. For a stretch stitch, you always wanna make sure that you pick one that works best with your fabric. I personally love a zigzag stitch, but I like to make it a little bit wider so it fits a little bit better. But you can also do a lightning bolt stitch. You could do a triple stitch. There are many stitches that you could use to give you that stretch. So you can do it either in your sewing machine or your serger, either way. I'm going to be using my serger for this sew. Also at the same time, because I like to try to do everything at the same time, I'm going to put together the skirt. So I'm gonna grab one panel and I'm gonna grab another panel and we're gonna face them right sides together and sew the side seams. This pattern does not have a pocket, but pockets are easy to put on if you wanted to add a pocket. I will be working on a video on how to add pockets to your pattern. And actually I may go ahead and sew this one up like regular and see if I want to add pockets, and I may add pockets to it later and show you in a video how to do that. So be on the lookout for that. All right, now you can go sew that up as well. But again, I am one that likes to get everything done at once. So next I'm going to go ahead and prep my sleeve as well. The first thing to do with your sleeve would be to fold the bottom up, your hem allowance, and steam it to create a crease, a memory crease. That way when you go to sew it together and sew that hem, it's much easier. And then after you do that, you're gonna grab the two sides, fold it right sides together and sew that short raw edge there. And while I'm over there at my sewing machine area, I'm also going to put in a basting stitch here at the top of the sleeve, just so that I can, I'm just gonna put like a long straight stitch at the top so I can gather it to fit into my bodice. Now for the neck binding, you're going to sew that short raw edge together here, right sides together. All right, let's go do all that and then we can just go ahead and put it together, and it's gonna be such a quick sew. You're gonna be like, whoa, that was quick. All right, so now that all the pieces are put together is the fun part where we start assembling everything. So I've got my bodice here, and you can go ahead and do your neckline first or last, whenever you want to do your neckline actually. I'm gonna go ahead and prep it right now. So we're gonna grab here's our facing, and we're gonna face it right side of the facing to the wrong side of the bodice, but I do wanna quarter my bodice. So I'm gonna fold my bodice touching those side seams and going to the back and the front. And I like to do like a little notch on my fabric. Okay, so I like to do a little notch on my bodices to mark the front and back, just so I can see it later. It's easy for when I'm sewing. And then I'm gonna match those notches, the front and the back, and go to the sides, because your shoulders, your shoulder seams are not your quarters. Your neck, the front bodice, it's lower than the back bodice. So if you do not quarter, your neckband is not going to fit correctly. And that's a mistake that a lot of people make when they first start sewing, and then the neckband doesn't turn out quite right And we don't want a bad neckband, we want a good neckband. I'm gonna mark my neckband as well. So I go from the back, and this will be my front here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and match up the back and the front and go to the sides. Okay, and then I'm gonna match up the right side of my band to the wrong side of my fabric. So just match up at that raw edge and then match all these quarter points up. And then we're gonna go over to our sewing machine and sew that up. I mean, I'm gonna do it with my serger. You could do it with your serger as well. I don't know why I said, well, you could do it with the sewing machine if you don't have a serger, but this can be done on your serger. And you're gonna lightly stretch your neckband to fit when you're attaching it. Now, since I have clips, and clips are really good at not letting anything move, I can move on to the next step. Next step will be to attach my skirt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my skirt, and I'm also going to mark the front and back. So I've got my side seams already. So I'm matching up those side seams and going to the front and then to the back. And then I'm gonna fit that bodice into my skirt. And I'm gonna sew it right sides together. So I'm gonna grab my bodice and do the same thing to my bodice, match those two sides, go to the front and the back. And it honestly doesn't matter. The skirt is the same for the front and the back. So it doesn't really matter if you you don't have to be like, oh, this is the front of my skirt, this is the back of my skirt. You're just gonna fit it right in that skirt and match the skirt and the bodice right sides together at the side seams, at the back notch, and they should fit really well. Like, it's pretty much a 1-to-1 ratio there, so it should fit nicely. If you want the dress to kind of have a little bit more shape, and depending on how heavy this fabric is, it's a little heavy, but it's not super heavy, so I think it's gonna be okay. But if you're using heavier fabric, it also helps to put a little bit of elastic here at the waist so that your fabric doesn't get all stretched out. So I'm just gonna sew it like it is. And then if for some reason I'm like, oh, then I can always add a little bit of clear elastic at the waist to kind of bring it in and make it stay. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue, but if you do. Then you can also do at the sleeves if you would like to do that right now, and you don't have to. You can go do that first step first and then come back. But if you're gonna add the sleeves, you're going to go over here where your arm side is, that hole where your arm is, and you're gonna grab your sleeve and you're gonna turn your sleeve right side out because you're gonna fit your sleeve right in it. Actually, let's go sew all this up because then we'll come back and do the sleeve and it won't be like, I can show you a little bit better. Let's go sew all this up. What I like to do is I like to grab where I'm going to next and just kind of pull and make it even to hold it. And repeat for all quarters. All right, so now our bodice and our skirt is done. As you can see here, our dress is coming along. Already looks like a dress. You're almost done. All right, so now we're gonna work on our neck binding. We're gonna grab our seam allowance and we're gonna fold that towards the binding. And then we're gonna grab our binding and we're gonna fold it first, wrong sides together, and then fold it one more time over that seam right here. So it's gonna cover the seam allowance. See that? And then we're gonna go top stitch. Now you're like, well, how am I gonna top stitch this? Because it's a knit fabric. You can use a cover stitch, which I love, and I have a cover stitch, so I love to use it. But you can also do a simple triple stitch on your sewing machine as well. So it's up to you, however you wanna do it. I have a Baby Lock Accolade is what I've been using for my putting together this fabric, which I love. Putting together this pattern. I love that sewing machine, that serger, I'm sorry. And then it is a combo, it's a combination machine. So it's got the serger and it also does cover stitching. So I'm going to be using it, I've been using it as a serger and now I'm going to be using it as a cover stitch. So I'm just going to change a couple of stitches and I'll be able to use it as a cover stitch, which I love. So I'm going to leave that and the hem for the last because I'll be able to cover stitch the hem and the neckband. Now, if you don't have a cover stitch serger combo, you can also use, or if you don't have a cover stitch at all, you can also use your sewing machine for this, and you could do a zigzag stitch, some kind of stretch stitch. I prefer to do the triple stitch. It's a really good stitch because it looks like a straight stitch, but it also has stretch. So I'm gonna continue to fold this neckband, and then we're gonna go over there and sew it up in a minute. All right, so once that top stitch, that neckline is gonna look so beautiful. I'm so excited about it. But next we're gonna work on our sleeves. So I'm going to fold my dress inside out just so I can fit those sleeves in. And I'm going to grab my sleeve. Now my sleeve, you need to remember, I'm gonna turn it right side out. It has a notch for the back and the front. So here's my back notch. So when I fit my sleeve in, that back, that whatever, however you marked it, I marked just the back one. I didn't want to have to mark front and back. So I know that this notch right here is my back notch. So we're gonna match that to the back. So I'm gonna fit this right into that arm side, match the seam at the bottom, armpit seam, and match the top. And then we're going to gather our sleeve to fit. We're gonna gather a sleeve to fit. So we're gonna pull on that basting stitch we created. All right, let's go sew those sleeves on, and let's go sew that neckband on. And now it's time for me to switch it from serger to cover stitch. And I love that it has a reference guide here that tells me exactly what I need to do to change it. So I'm just gonna change it real quickly, and yeah, if I can find the one that I'm looking for. First thing I'll do is I'll give it a little clean because it's been a while. So since I'm opening, I might as well just clean it. You should be cleaning your machine regularly. You don't want to blow the air into it. You want to get the stuff out of it. So like a vacuum would be great. And I'm just doing like a little brush. I do have a little vacuum that I do. You never want to do like a can of air or anything like that. I like that you can open this side up too, like if you needed to get in there and get all that fuzz. So when I vacuum it, it's actually not that bad. But when I vacuum it, I can vacuum it all out. So we remove the needles and move them to the next position. Then when you're done, make sure you tighten it or your needle will fall down like mine did. Now let me ask you a question. Are you all the type of people who their thread needs to match exactly? Because I am not, and this ain't happening today. This is what I have. Two are different, but once I put them on the dress, I think it'll be fine. You won't be able to really tell very much. And I am not one of those that has to have exactly the right thread. I'm doing white on the looper because that's going to be on the back side of my fabric, so it'll be fine. And if my head is in the way, I'm so sorry. This is my favorite part. The air threading. And it just goes right in and you're ready to go. So now my other threads. All right, let's try it. There it is. My cover stitch is ready. It's stretchy. All right, So now let's do our neck area. And that is what it looks like top stitched. And on the back, all nice and even and pretty. All right, so the neckline looks so good. I don't know why I got folded back, but I'm gonna show you again what our neckline looks like. It looks really good. There's a little close-up of the neckline and then the inside with the cover stitch. I think it looks really, really pretty. And honestly, like the thread is good. I think it would have been better if I had two of the lighter color, but that's okay. And then now we're gonna do is I folded over the hem on my sleeve and we're gonna top stitch all the way around, leaving a little gap where we're gonna insert our elastic for this to be like a gathered sleeve. But if you're doing the cuff sleeve, that's a little bit different, but you know, that's what I'm doing. And then also for the hem, I folded up my hem allowance, steamed it, and then I'm gonna go top stitch the hem. Once we go all the way around, leaving that gap, we're gonna insert the elastic and then close it and we'll be done. That's it. So simple, so easy, so quick, so cute. So let's finish it up. All right, friends, we are finished. I decided not to put the elastic on the sleeves because I kind of think it looks really cute with, you know how the flow of the skirt goes out. I like the flow of the sleeve kind of going out like that. So I wanted it simple, but you can always add the elastic to kind of bring it in a little bit. I just think it looks really, really cute like this. I love how this turned out. The fabric worked perfectly with it. And I'm also, if you want to add a little bit of a tension to the waist, I was thinking you could add a little belt right here. And I think that also looks really, really cute with a little belt right there. What do you think? Comment below and let me know what you think of the sew. Let me know if you're gonna go ahead and go download the pattern, come back and sew it up with me. And if you do sew it up and you do share it on your Facebook or your Instagram, please share it with me because I'd love to see it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share with your friends who are learning to sew or your friends who love to sew, who want a basic dress. Comment. I think I already said all this. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great fall. I'll see you all next time.